Our job as handlers is to control the excitement or the energy level of the hunt. One of the rules of our training method's always been to never walk past a dog on point. You always go around or circle the prey. It's what the dogs instinctively do. If I try to walk past a dog, walk up behind and then past a dog on point, I'll push his energy level up and he'll want to go in with me. The idea is that I want to go around, and in doing that, it helps to control the excitement. What I'm showing in this clip is the dogs have a natural instinct to circle the prey. As you can see here, this is Bellybone has found a bird and she's on point, and I assume my position. I'm part of the pack, so I circle the prey and I wait. And the other dog, Libby, comes in, recognizes the situation, and decides where she should be. She fills a hole in the circle. They both know that I'm the one that possesses the ability to catch the prey, so they wait for me. Also interesting to see here is watch this pheasant. This pheasant goes out the only hole in the circle. It's an interesting how the energy flows here from one to the other, and how that pheasant reads the scenario just as the dogs do. Very interesting. This is a recent hunt we did with Glenn. He's 5 months old now, and he's had no obedience training. He's had some hunting experience now, and he's learned that if he can control his energy or control his drive, then the steadiness will be rewarded. You'll see in these videos at this point that Glenn is dragging a check cord. Because we use no e-collar and no verbal commands, it's important at this stage to manage his hunting experiences. He knows steadiness leads to success, but if something new and exciting happens, it's my job to help him control his reactivity or his energy level. Here Glenn's pointing a bird, and I go around, I get into my spot in the circle, and this bird has run off. So Katie is now going to release him to relocate this bird. Watch how gently she does this, how well she does this as far as controlling his energy level. Very gentle, and give him a pet to understand that he can go and find this bird that's run. Now this is Glenn looking for the bird again. The bird has run off somewhere, and he's going to see if he can go find it. As a pack member, Glenn knows that his job is to get this bird to stop and yet not flush it. And you'll see in just a moment here, he gets some scent and he stops the bird, and then Katie comes in and the bird flushes and we killed it. As you can see, Glenn's showing pretty good understanding of steadiness now. We'll be letting him retrieve some of the birds as we go forward. It's important to remember that dogs see retrieving as chasing birds. Here's another hunt with Glenn. You'll see Glenn goes out and points a bird, and Katie goes out and picks up the end of the check cord. Keep in mind, she's not doing anything with the check cord. She's not manipulating the dog. She's not putting any pressure, holding him. She's just there in case something exciting happens. The bird runs toward him or something. Control of the hunt fluctuates between the handler and the dog. Before we go out front, control of the hunt is passed off to the dog. In other words, I'm going to begin reacting to him instead of the other way around. He's reading the prey, and it's up to him to control the flow of energy or the excitement at this point. Here I'm sending the other shooter out into the circle. I'm watching Glenn very closely at this point. I'm reading him to see what he's telling me. I'm looking for any movement forward, any tip of the head, change of the head, and if you'll see here in a moment, just as I stop, he gives me a glance, and that's my go-ahead. He's ready. He's controlled everything. And when I look back at him, you can see how well he managed himself and the whole scenario. Complete understanding. Nice work. You'll also notice that that pheasant flew through the only hole in the circle, which they usually do. Here's Glenn waiting for the return of the bird. And once Jeff gives it to Glenn, we then give it to the other dog that was in the scenario.
Okay.
Everybody shares the kill.